please.
Uh, Actually, I have been completed my bachelor's degree. So for the higher study, because I have a in my sector is uh, water engineering. So in our country, there is a day by day we are facing water scarcity, and water management is not much developed, and and also waste management is very poor in our country, basically in our capital city also. So that's why I think in this sector we need to take our we need to uh, mm, extend our hand to develop this sector. That's why I need to improve my knowledge, gather my knowledge. How That's why I need to go to the abroad, and this is my plan.
Right. That's your plan, right? So, and do you have any another skill for actually getting scholarship? Because I think that if you have practical or co-curricular activities, that you'll be available, so you'll be able to get some scholarship from different
Mhm.
organizations, institutions, or different personalities or different sources. So now, do you have you developed any skill?
I like I have not much any I have no any volunteering experience. Although in my age of 19 and 20, I involve some environmental voluntary work, but I have no certificate actually.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
So,
and if you asked me for skills, like I have some skills like oh, but say data analysis. I learned it from online session.
the analysis.
So
Yeah. No, actually,
yes, data analysis.
certificate is really mandatory necessary because you, of
Hmm.
course, you should collect certificates. Certificates is a valid documents actually for new skill. Okay. So I think that it will
Hmm.
be helpful for you to get a scholarship, right? 50% scholarship, 20% scholarships. There are different categories of getting scholarships. So I think that these certificates are really helpful and necessary for you. So if you have these skills, just try to collect these certificates from authentic institutions, authentic organizations. Okay, that would be okay. Then
But voluntary certificate, how can I collect it?
voluntary
Uh,
means, yeah, Rotary Club. There are different clubs, different organizations like Lions Club, Leo clubs, Rotary
hmm.
Club. Okay, Red Crescent, Scouts. Yeah, these are the actually established organizations from where you can collect your
Yeah.
certificates. Okay, Rotary
Yes, yes.
Club, for example, is a volunteer. There are different tasks actually led by these organizations. Anyway, do you have any music skills or any instruments? Do you know how to play different instruments?
Not really. I have no music skill. But I love to listen music. Whenever I feel blue, my mind feel blue. That time I try to encourage myself. Try to boost up myself. On that time I just listening music. And sometimes when I walking alone on the road. On that time, I also plug on my plug on the earbuds on my ear and listening music. And if I walk 1 hour or more than 2 or 3 hours, I don't feel much tired because music helped me that much.
Okay, and if you get admissions or after admissions into a foreign university, and if you,
Mhm.
because the students of foreign universities sometimes as a part-time, they just serve, okay, they do some jobs actually for earning dollar, earning money. for their living cost or expenditure. So if you don't have any skills, then how will it be able to you to collect to earn some money?
Uh, I will try to yeah, although I have also some skills na, like what I have to do, what I need to do after going to the abroad for getting part-time job, like in the restaurant or any super shop. So maybe I think I have a confidence I can cope up with that environment because I have a tendency to uh, uh, I have a tendency to whatever I need to do, I will I will what say I'm ready to do that, and this is my first what say at this is the first things from my side that whatever I need to do, I will do that, and I try to do with from the bottom of my heart.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So, thank you very much for joining us. Right now, I'd like to come to Mr. Bipul Shil. Bipul Shil, can you hear me? Please, unmute yourself. Bipul Shil, unmute yourself. I'd like to request you to unmute yourself to say something, please. If you don't have, yeah, sure. Okay.
Hello everyone.
We are very fine. How are you?
Fine.
Thank you very much. From where just are you talking? Please introduce yourself.
I am from Chittagong.
Chittagong. Okay. And what do you do?
Actually, I completed my graduation last year. Now I am served a job in a private university, private sector. I actually I want to uh, upgrade my English is স্যার আসলে ওই ইংরেজিটা জানা হয় না তো ওই জন্য
Okay, anyway, okay, I've understood. So, because I'm asking some basic questions about you and your family, your hobbies, aims, everything, because you have taken the
yes sir.
decisions to go abroad for taking higher degrees, or especially just, it's true that you are leaving this country, you're leaving your birthplace, that is Bangladesh, for different reasons. But there are different reasons for leaving this country because Bangladesh is actually going to be part of LDC country in 2026, which is coming right next year. So after actually getting this position right in the world economic sector, right, a world ranking, then total living cost of Bangladeshi people will really so much high. So that's why in that situation, it would be really difficult to continue our life or to continue our living cost, right, living expenditure, everything. That's why just we are taking our decision, especially in this country, the political situations and everything, and especially actually majorly, I'd like to add most probably this political crisis, political turmoils and unrest is going on. That's why it's really uncertain to lead our life right here. That's why you have taken the decisions. This is one thing. And another thing that right, if you have merit or just if you have world vision, supervisions to continue your graduations and your higher study, then just with you're going for university, especially in Canadian country, Americans or European country. But I suggest, especially personally, yes, I suggest to go for European countries. So do you have any plans or have you taken any plans for that country or what are the plans actually? Can you please share with us?
Yeah, sure sir. I want to
Uh,
sorry sir.
anyway. Okay, I've understood that you are not skilled enough actually to to continue our conversation. So
Yeah.
actually, Pratap Rudra, and she has talked like, some time ago. Just that was amazing. So now I'm going to give you some mistakes that you have made. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
so if you give me permissions, can I use Bengali language?
Obviously, sir.
Yes, yes.
So
And
after
also, I also want to actually, this is my first time. I don't know about you. Where do you live? What you are doing now?
okay.
And
Uh,
I also actually I want to more familiar with you.
Higher familiar. Okay. I'm the admin of this group actually. Practice Band. The name of the group is as Practice Band 8 Plus. I created so months ago actually because the members of Hindu Economic Forums they have joined and especially they referred. So that's I've created to continue some sessions that is IELTS related to IELTS, especially spoken, phonetics, writing, reading, and different practice exercises or practices will be there. So, but for my business, actually, I didn't continue the sessions, but actually, recently, just I've taken the decisions to continue our class, our sessions, and our courses, offered courses. So, anyway, this is Rajiv Roy. Already, just you can see right in that name, title. So, this is Rajiv Roy, and I'm a professor of English right in a renowned college at Dhaka, which is Dr. Mahabur Mullah College, and it's located at Temra. So this college is really a viral college because maybe 5 or 6 months ago, there was incident actually. Some students of other institutions like, um, anyway, like students, they have come and they just destroyed, okay, our materials and especially our assets. So anyway, that's why the different media channels actually telecast our program, our college and the activities that was helped at that time. So anyway, this is Rajiv Roy and especially professor of English. That's why I continue different courses related to English. This is my little descriptions and I live in Dhaka, in Jatrabadi especially. And that is true. And sometimes I practice different music, different activities actually. If you search by this name actually in Hindu Economic Forum, you can find a lot of things because I practice astrology, astronomy, Sanskrit language, especially in our ancient classical literature, philosophy, meditations, and different activities. I'd like to do that. Okay. So this is the brief descriptions of me. If you have any
Oh,
questions, you
wonderful.
can ask me. If you have any queries, you can ask me.
Okay, it's very wonderful. You also do meditation. A few months ago, I also tried to do regularly meditation, but it is very difficult. Actually, I'm not much a disciplined guy, so that's why I cannot hold it for a long time. But when I regularly do the meditation, it's really work with me. My concentration is increased on the time when I do
Yes,
it.
of course. I
And
offer.
which time do you?
Sorry.
Okay. Tell me about your meditation. Uh,
No, no, I offer
when do
this
you do it?
Raja Yoga meditations, which is really related to spiritually connections. You can find here, Raja Yoga connections. Especially, I was a quantum graduate also. So that's why I learned a meditation first for the first time actually from Quantum Foundations. Then, and there's another organization that is called Brahma Kumaris. Brahma Kumaris and Silva Method, Silva graduate in 2007. And I completed different courses from different organizations. So now actually I have developed personally another system, right, which is which came from our ancient literature, ancient sages that they have developed. That is Raj Yoga. So I related Raja Yoga with our mindfulness meditations, which actually came from Western culture. So I just actually combine these two things. Now just I've started this meditations course so that we can be really happy. Happiness actually definitely comes to you just if you do it regularly. So anyway, that is the Raja Yoga and especially Sanskrit language. It's another culture, our ancient literature. So because as a Hindu, definitely we should practice this language for learning the Holy Scripture. Okay, if you have interest to go through the pages of Holy Scripture, definitely you should know the Sanskrit language. It's also necessary for us. And then we do sometimes some musical instruments. For example, if you know how to play violins, flute, organs. That means keyboard, okay, octopad or harmonium or classical ragas, classical Indian music. So if you have the experience that you'll be able to get scholarship, especially from different university, because the Western culture, Western university, they always give preference actually to this practical experience or your co-curricular activities. And if you take some certificates from your university, for example, debate club, I was a member of debate clubs, and especially I was a champion of public speaking at the University of Chittagong so many years ago when I was a student of Chittagong University. So I became champion in public speaking, especially English, the communications, the media of communications was in English, and a debater. So if you have, if you collect debate certificates or just, for example, co-curricular certificates, or if you collect volunteer certificates or musical certificates, it would be definitely helpful for you to get. That means you can just make a portfolio. Portfolio just you can show the profile to the university authority or to the professor, or you can email them, right? So after going through your profile, the university professors will take some decisions, okay, about you, and especially you can make a positive impressions to them. So I think that it's a very positive and good strategy to brand yourself. Anyway, so Nayan Chandra, do you have other questions?
Yeah, yes. I have a lot of questions because you involved so many with so many activities. So one to one, I also want to know more detailed. Uh, okay, okay. What actually you want to share with me about our speaking?
Right. Okay. So I'll tell
How can we
something,
improve
another
our
thing, right,
speaking?
another day, and especially IELTS, the four things you should maintain. So now Priyanka, another person actually have joined. Actually, Priyanka, could you please say something? Unmute yourself, please. Priyanka, I'd like to request you to unmute yourself.
Yes, I am Priyanka. I'm from Bangladesh in Dhaka.
Yeah.
I'm just beginner in IELTS course. That's why I joined with my your meeting. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. This is the first time. So today
Yes.
I'd like to share the four things you should keep in mind actually for the development of your language skill. Because in IELTS examinations, the assessment criteria, there are four assessment criteria actually, and on the basis of these things, actually, few marks will be given. And what are the first thing that is called your fluency? Fluency is mandatory, definitely. Fluency doesn't mean that you can speak so fast, but fluency means that actually just speak naturally, without any pause, without making any mistakes. That is called generally and confidently. That is called fluency. Both fluency and grammatical range, this is mandatory first thing. The second thing, that lexical resource. We should definitely use some phrases, some vocabularies which are really high frequency vocabulary, or these words should be actually used in our day-to-day conversations. So, for example, a go through. I have used actually a few moments ago. Go through means read. If you turn different pages of a book, that means go through. Pore Java, that is Bengali means pore Java. So if you use these phrasal verbs, go through, that you will be given a positive marks because actually the examiner will be positive. All right. If you use different phrases, it can be verbal phrases or idiomatic expression. Okay. So lexical resource is definitely important, not only for the speaking test, but for reading, writing, especially writing, everything, for everything. Okay. And this is the second thing. And third thing is that is a coherence and cohesion. Another topic is coherence and cohesion. Coherence means actually the using different connectors, different linking words actually in your speech. And if you do that, for example, prepositions, conjunctions, adverbials, adverbs, or different conjunctions. So if you are habituated of using these conjunctions, prepositions, or connectors in your speech, the speech should be smart. No, I think not smart, actually smarter. So that's why question, and especially and everything, try to say, try to relate your previous speech actually with the present speech, present actually sentences, and just it will create a future expression. So logical relations is called actually is the preference cohesion. Okay, logical connections. Another thing is task achievement. Another thing is task achievements. Okay, lexical pronunciation. Sorry, not task achievement. That is called pronunciation. Again, okay, fluency and coherence the first thing. Then second, lexical resource. Third thing, grammatical range and accuracy. And number four is pronunciations. You have made a lot of mistakes actually using pronunciation. তো একটু বাংলায় বলি, সেটা হলো আমরা উচ্চারণ করতে গিয়ে না অনেক মিস্টেক আপনারা করেছেন, যে প্রনাউন্সিয়েশনটা আমাদেরকে আরেকটু ডেভেলপ করতে হবে। হ্যাঁ, আর ডেভেলপ করার জন্য আপনাদেরকে একটু প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে। প্রনাউন্সিয়েশন ইজ দ্য মোস্ট থিং, কারণ এটার উপর অ্যাকসেন্ট না, আমি প্রনাউন্সিয়েশন বলবো। প্রনাউন্সিয়েশনের উপরে একটা মার্কস আছে আলাদা, ঠিক আছে, ওই মার্কসটা অ্যাড হবে। সেকেন্ড হচ্ছে আপনি কতটুকু ফ্লুয়েন্সি আপনি অর্জন করেছেন। অনেকেই বলছেন মানে গ্রামাটিক্যাল মিস্টেক হচ্ছে, ভুলভাল হচ্ছে, বা প্রনাউন্সিয়েশন মিস্টেক হচ্ছে। ফর এক্সাম্পল এডুকেশন, ইউ হ্যাভ টোল্ড এডুকেশন। ওকে, so what would be the correct pronunciation of the word? What would be the correct pronunciation of the word education or education?
Education.
Uh, okay, the correct pronunciation would be education.
Education.
Education, not education. Okay, education. And just you have made another mistake is going to abroad. Not, no, you cannot use the prepositions to here, because abroad is an adverb. That's why before adverb we cannot use any prepositions. We have to say I am going abroad. I am going abroad, not to abroad. So let's try to maintain the grammar, and grammatical mistakes actually is very important. So try to follow grammar, but do not focus actually 100% on grammar, but try to focus on your fluency, natural fluency. They will judge you, especially how much you are able to using the language in different situation, actually naturally for a long time. And especially do not answer any short answer. For example, how are you? I'm fine. Okay. Just don't say answer shortly, and you should just give answer, broad answer. Broad answer means logical. So if they ask you that why did you choose this university? Of course, you should say minimum 5 or 6 sentences to verify just your purpose, your aims, or your goals actually to choose this university. Okay. For example, you can say your background of the university, your goal or your research proposal, research purpose, and your career, and actually the your passion for the subject, your interest for the subject, for the topic. So you should say minimum 5 or 6 sentences to give the answer of the one single question. That is, why have you chosen this university? And if they ask you why do you leave? Okay, what are the actually great things, okay, of from your locations, or which are really established right in your locations, in your village, or in your country, in your area, in your locality. You should maintain 4 or 5 things which are great. Huh? Okay, and people always just try to get, for example, why is it famous for? They can ask you, why is your country or your jila, that is your town, famous for? And you should maintain minimum 4 or 5 sentences to give the answer. And always try to show some logics, show some arguments, okay, so some examples. So giving examples, giving arguments, showing reasons, actually these are the categories for getting good band score in IELTS examination, especially in the speaking module. Have you understood my topic points?
Yes.
Priyanka, so
Sir.
yeah, sure. Pratap.
বাংলাই বলি স্যার। আমার হচ্ছে জুলাইয়ের 5 তারিখে এক্সাম, তো আসলে আমার স্পিকিং এ কোথায় কোথায় ল্যাকিং ছিল, আসলে এইভাবে বলে আসলে কতটুকু কি করা যাবে, যদি একটু ফিডব্যাক দিতেন আমার খুব উপকার হতো।
ফিডব্যাক ইজ দ্যাট, মানে ফিডব্যাকটা হচ্ছে কি, আপনি যখন এই যে ধরেন 10-15 মিনিট 15 মিনিটস আপনি কথা বলছেন, কথা বলে কি হবে, আপনার কনফিডেন্সটা বাড়বে। কনফিডেন্স না বাড়লে তো আপনার স্পিকিং করতে পারবেন না। অনেকে আছে ভালো ডিগ্রি আছে, ইংলিশ ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড, চিটং ইউনিভার্সিটি বা ঢাকা ইউনিভার্সিটি পড়াশোনা করছে, কিন্তু ইংলিশ বলতে পারছে না। সে বুঝে গ্রামার সবকিছু বুঝে, বাট এই যে না বলতে না বলতে না একটা ইনার সাথে জড়তা চলে আসছে। এই জড়তাটাকে যতদিন আপনি কাটাতে পারছেন না, ততদিন আপনি যতই ভালোই জানুন না কেন আপনি বলতে পারবেন না। ঠিক আছে, বিষয়টা হচ্ছে এরকম। সো আইএলটিএস হচ্ছে একটা প্র্যাকটিস বেসড একটা এক্সাম। এটা আপনি কতটুকু দক্ষতা অর্জন করেছেন এই ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজটা বলতে, সেটা মাপার যে ওটাকে মানে ইভালুয়েট করার যে এক্সাম, সেটাই হচ্ছে আইএলটিএস এক্সাম। আর এই জন্য আপনি রেগুলার 15 মিনিটস বা 10 মিনিটস যার সাথে হোক, মানে যে মোটামুটি ভালো জানে বুঝে, তার সাথে চেষ্টা করবেন তাকে ভাইবা মানে বিভিন্ন কোয়েশ্চেন ওনাকে করতে বলবেন, আপনি উত্তর দেবেন এবং বলবেন যে প্লিজ ট্রাই টু ফাইন্ড আউট সাম মিস্টেক্স দ্যাট আই হ্যাভ ডান। মানে যে মিস্টেক গুলো আমি করেছি সেগুলো একটু আপনি খুঁজে বার করে দিন, এবং কিভাবে আমি নিজেকে আরেকটু ডেভেলপ করবো সেই বিষয়ে আমাকে সাজেস্ট করুন। ঠিক আছে, সাজেস্ট মি ডেভেলপ মাইসেলফ। এভাবে আপনি কি এগোতে হবে। আর কারো না কারো একটা আন্ডারে গাইডেন্সে থাকতে হবে। আপনি কোনো কোচিং এ বা কোনো প্রতিষ্ঠানে বা কারোর কাছে পার্সোনালি আপনি কোচিং নিতে পারেন, প্রয়োজনে বুঝতে পারেন কিছু এক্সারসাইজ আছে, কেমব্রিজের বুকস গুলো সলভ করতে পারেন। ঠিক আছে, আর সিমন্স রয়েছে, এবং সেক্ষেত্রে ওই যে কেমব্রিজ সিরিজ আইএলটিএস স্পিকিং এর অনেকগুলো বই আছে, সেগুলো আপনি মাক্কারের স্পিকিং অনেকগুলো আছে, এগুলো আপনি সলভ করতে পারেন। এবং প্রচুর ম্যাটেরিয়ালস এখন ইউটিউবে পাওয়া যায়, প্রচুর লিসেনিং টেস্ট, প্রচুর স্পিকিং মডিউলের ডেমো, 8 ক্লাসের বা 9 ব্যান্ডের অনেক রকমের ডেমো পাওয়া যায়। কিন্তু এগুলো না দেখে কোনো লাভ হবে না, দেখে জাস্ট আইডিয়া হবে। ইউ ক্যান জাস্ট গেট সাম আইডিয়াস, বাট ইউ শুড বি স্কিলড। সো হোয়াট আর দ্য ওয়ে ইউ আর টু বি স্কিলড? স্কিলড হওয়ার জন্য যেটা প্রয়োজন সেটা হচ্ছে জাস্ট প্র্যাকটিস উইথ সামওয়ান। ফেস টু ফেস ভাইবা হতে পারে, ইন্টারভিউ সেকশন হতে পারে, অথবা এই যে ফ্রি প্র্যাকটিস সেশন হতে পারে উইথ মি। আমি বলতে পারি যে
ওকে।
with Mr. Rajiv Roy, and just practice with Mr. Rajiv Roy sometimes. But I cannot give you assurance that I'm available. I'm not available right now all the day. Say you know, because sometime ago I've come from an IELTS institutions and I had to conduct some sessions and else. তো ওখান থেকে আসতে হয়েছে, এসে আপনাদের সাথে ভাবলাম একটু শেয়ার করি, যেহেতু আমি কথা দিয়েছি। হ্যাঁ, কথা দিয়েছি আজকে যেভাবে হোক আমি একটা স্পিকিং সেশন নেব আপনাদের। বাট ওই প্রথম যেদিন নিয়েছিলাম না, সেদিন মেবি প্রায় 40-50 ক্যান্ডিডেট এখানকার মেম্বার ছিল, অনেকে পার্টিসিপেন্ট ছিল। আজকে অনলি মাত্র এই চারজন 3জন এরাই। তো কারণ সবাই ঘুমিয়ে পড়েছে। যদি বা গ্রুপে প্রায় মনে হয় 257 মেম্বার্স আছে, অনেকে লিড নিয়ে নিচ্ছে, অনেকে আবার যুক্তই হচ্ছে অনেকেই। তো যেভাবে হোক না কেন, ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে এরকম যে এখানে আপডেটটা দিতে পারছি না, এত ব্যস্ততার মধ্যে যাচ্ছি অলরেডি।